couple different haunted attractions while we were up here on our vacation. We just knocked one out. This was her very first experience inside of a haunted attraction. We are here at Nightmare Haunted House. Since Zombieland, we are here with Brett, who looks like he's had a little bit of a rough day, maybe. All in all, seems to be doing all right. Savannah has made it through the haunted house, and we're going to try and squeeze a couple questions out of Stretch if we're able to. So number one, how long have you been doing this, man?
Since 2013.
2013, so been doing it for a little while now. Is this your primary spot, or you got a couple different ones that you work as well?
Yeah, this is all I've been doing is right here.
Okay. All right, what got you into this stuff, man?
Growing up, I just started liking horror movies, like zombies. So, I was like, you know what, let me try this out. And sure enough, I've been here for years, so, yeah, this is for me.
Cool, very, very cool. So let's talk about the haunted house a little bit. How long has this place been around?
1989.
1989? How often do we change things up inside the haunt?
Every couple years.
Every couple years? You got a theme you look back on that's one of your favorites? I mean, clearly we like zombies.
Well, before this theme, before zombies, we had an abandoned carnival.
Okay.
We had different types of monsters, being zombies, being clowns, being pigmen. I gotta say that was my favorite of all time.
Very cool, very cool.
And who doesn't like a clown?
That's very true. Now this was her very first experience walking through a haunted house, made it all the way through, and now she has a question for you as well. So go ahead, Savannah.
What's your favorite part of the haunted?
She wants to know what his favorite part of the haunted house is.
Let's see if I recall. My favorite part is right when the room gets quiet, we're walking through the darkness, and then we give you a countdown to make it out. That's my favorite part. We do it all the time.
Very cool, very cool. So this is an absolutely awesome attraction. If you're down in the Myrtle Beach area, very affordable. The cost is right where it should be. Excellent haunt with what they got going on. Stretch, man, absolute pleasure getting to meet you, man. You guys have a quality operation going on here. Again, Nightmare Haunted House presents Zombieland right down here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Come check them out. Come see them. We got a couple more haunts coming to you this week. We'll be back in touch with you shortly, but for now, we're going to let him get back to feasting on the living inside. Going to make her go get scared somewhere else. Go do some other stuff. Till then, thank you. We'll see you soon. Welcome to another haunt review. This will be the last one from our Myrtle Beach trip. Be wrapping those up finally. Zombie Zone out in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Before we hop into that, just a real quick thank you. We don't do announcements before these reviews, but just a real quick thank you for 7,800 likes. Plus that puts us less than 2,200 likes away from our goal before Talking Scared Season 2 kicks off in January of being at 10,000 likes. So thank you all so much for the support, the love, and actually decided to go a little old school with the haunt review this evening. Haven't had this hoodie on in quite some time. We got some new gear on the way, and this hoodie will probably be basically down to just going to haunts in very cold weather. I don't know if we'll be, so just wanted to kind of give her one more ride tonight and send it off in style. So anyways, it's enough of all that. What we're here to talk about, Zombie Zone. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's what we're talking about today. That's where we're heading out to today. Where's this place located exactly? 1001 North Ocean Boulevard. Again, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 29577. It's a very specific address for you, and you're welcome. You're welcome. It's right beside the beach. It's right beside Ripley's haunted attraction as well, so you can get a little, hit two haunts up at once, and both of them are highly recommended. Price of admission for Zombie Zone is extremely reasonable. Probably one of the cheapest haunts that we've been to. And they do bang a little, you get some bang for your buck. General admission is going to be $11.33. The kids admission is $8.73. They have it set up like that because after taxes hit, it makes it even, I believe. I think. But anyways, so the entrance to the haunt has several props, and they did have an actor out front interacting not only with us, but passer-buyers as well, which was very cool to see. Wasn't a line, really, when we were there, and there's not a ton of space for there to really develop a real big line, But they did have a real good actor out there talking to people and engaging with people that were walking by. Ocean Boulevard, if you've ever been on it, it's really, really busy, especially at the time of year that we were there. And there's all types of passerbyers, and he was out there trying to get people in, trying to get people excited, trying to get people fired up and wanting to come into the haunt. And he was also messing with people that were waiting. And we got to talk to him a little bit. We actually did a real brief interview with him that I believe we'll be attaching to this as well. It was Savannah's first time going through a haunt, and she did make it through. There were some tears shed at first, but she did make it all the way through. She didn't tap, so we were proud of her there. So that's the entrance. That's kind of the line interaction. Not a tremendous amount to talk about there, but the haunt itself was extremely entertaining. Every spot they could jam something into, they did. They took advantage of a lot of the spacing that they did have. It was also the first haunt that we've ever been to that had a simulated sewer room where it felt like rats were running across your legs, and it was a very cool effect.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was very well done. Big complaint about this haunt, though, regretfully.
It's short.
It's very, very short. It's probably the shortest haunt that we've been to by far. Maybe 8 to 9 minutes tops is about what you're going to get. So, I mean, they're not overcharging you for it. You know, it's not like they're charging a bunch of money for it, and they tell you that right up front. But it feels like the moment that you start to get into kind of that haunt feel and that haunt vibe, and you're enjoying yourself, and you're ready for it, and all right, that blood starts flowing, that adrenaline starts going, and then it's over. And it's shit. You hit that high, and it's... I don't know. I understand they don't have a lot of space. It's a small building, but maybe more interaction in the rooms instead of it being so walkthrough, which it is. It's very walkthrough. Maybe there's some great actors in there, especially that veteran actor we were talking to. Maybe hold people up in some rooms. Slow down the experience. Make it a little more interactive. You know, instead of, well, we don't have space to do this type of thing and to make it longer. Well, hold us in there longer. Do more in the room. Show us more things. Let us interact. Let your actors do what they did pretty well. And just be themselves. Just be creepy. Keep us in some rooms like that. Maybe even give us some tasks or some different things. Something we got to do to get out of the room. Something like that would have been cool and would have made the haunt just a little bit longer and would have helped give you that full effect. Because it is really just walk, genuine walk through haunt. It's good, but it's short for what it is. And right when that adrenaline and that blood gets pumping, it's over. So that was a little disappointing in that aspect of it, but it was a very entertaining haunt. Highly recommend going and seeing it.
The rooms were done very well.
Yes, they were. And that's actually going to be bringing us up into our rating system. One memorable moment that we're actually going to talk about when we get to the scare factor, we went through twice, and they scared the shit out of me the second time around. I will give them that. It was more my fault. And they just capitalized on it. I took a wrong turn, but we're going to talk.
It was perfect.
We're going to talk about that when we get to the scare factor. I know we always do a memorable moment. We just wanted to throw it in with the scare factor this time because
Mark from Brimstone Haunts got to experience it with us.
Yeah. Mark was pretty excited to see it. I don't know why people get so excited when I get scared. Trish does. Luke did from Disc Schoolhouse. Nick did. Every time I go through one of these, everybody's just watching, waiting for me to get scared. Mark was scared the whole time. But nonetheless, environment. Well, as always, we have 4 different ratings that we give out. Environment, acting, scare factor, and an overall rating. And we always start off with environment every single time. It doesn't change. So environment, 8 out of 10. Solid job, Zombie Zone. Jam-packed full of stuff everywhere you looked. They did a great job with the hallways. Again, the simulated sewer with the rats running across your feet was awesome. The ending, they have this big siren going off, and they make it seem like you have this short amount of time, and you got to rush through it and get out right before whatever's going to happen happens. And it's an awesome environment, and they did a great job with it. Again, just would love to see it expanded on a little bit. It was a big deal, and I would have loved to have seen that lengthened out because you have so much working for you. Let us hang out for a minute. And see this environment that you've created instead of kind of what felt like at times a rushed haunt, and there's no need for it. It's an awesome environment. Let us hang out for a minute. Let us see more of it, Zombie Zone. I think you have an excellent operation. Just build on it. Just show more confidence in what you have, and let people hang out in there for a minute, and let your actors do what they do. And speaking of actors, that's going to bring us to our second category, acting. 6 out of 10, solid score. It's a good score. I know 6 might sound a little low, but quantity, not quality of actors. There was a little lacking with the quantity, and there was a couple actors that were just kind of doing the banging on the walls and the screaming. You had 2 that were really, really impressive. I really liked the veteran actor, just a phenomenal guy, a really good actor. And there was one other person you had that kind of did the intro the second time around that did a very good job as well. Would just like to, and I know it's hard when you got these year-long haunts, but it is what it is. I'd like to see a little bit more acting in there, and not just with the quantity, but again, the amount of time that you're giving the actors. You could get away with not adding another single actor into it and see that score jump if you allowed the actors to do more with what they're presented, and allowed them to hold people in rooms and to be able to interact with them more and do more banter. Because your actors and your actresses have the skill.
They're good at it.
To do it. Just let them do it. And I think you could see that score jump up to a 7 or 8 without adding a single person to it. It's a good score. Just I'd like to see more of it. That's our only complaint about the acting, is there wasn't enough of it. Not that it wasn't good. Not that it wasn't quality. Just not enough. Moving on to scare factor, 7 out of 10. They did pull off a huge scare. One of the best scares I've had all year so far. We walked into this hallway, and we had been through it once before, and I thought for sure that we were supposed to turn to the right. I was incorrect. We were supposed to turn to the left. Well, I turned to the right with some extreme confidence, walked right through a curtain and into the room that the actor was hiding in. And probably surprised him a little bit, but he responded very well. He fires up the chainsaw. Trish and Mark are outside of the room. They just hear the chainsaw fire up. I come running up out of that hallway, just screaming down the hallway. He comes chasing me. And then I think Trish and Mark actually ended up following the actor, because he just ran me down the hallway. And it was great. He responded to it perfectly. Just a situation kind of thrown in his lap, and he killed it. He did a really good job with it. It was absolutely awesome, and phenomenal job. Phenomenal job to you, sir. So scare factor, 7 out of 10. Again, fun haunt. Really had a good time. Overall experience, they did walk away with a 6 out of 10, and honestly, again,
it's just so short.
It was so short, man. That's really the only thing that held you guys back at all. A lot of good stuff going on here. Just want to see more of it, or spend some more time in it. That's our only complaint. Other than that, absolutely banging haunt. Very good job. Definitely, if you're going to Myrtle Beach, and we can say this now kind of in conclusion, the 3 haunts that are down there, you got Ripley's, you got Zombie Zone, you have Outbreak, Dread the Undead. Don't even worry about Outbreak. You can go see Ripley's, and you can go see Zombie Zone. They're right beside each other. Yeah, they're right beside each other. Go check them both out. Definitely go check out Zombie Zone, though. Quality haunt. Excellent job. Excellent job. Just a little more length. That's it. See y'all later.